interstellar in your favorite constellation here at the observatory. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Larry Holmes. Watch out for that reach of 206 centimeters. He's also 191 centimeters tall and weighed in at 103 kilos. And they'll be facing Otto Wallin, 6 foot 5.5 inches with a reach of 78 inches, of course, fighting out of Sweden.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Eastern assassin Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due, criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one. Otto Wallin, he has given so many big-name heavyweights so many problems. Can he do it here now? The man who's from Sweden now resides in New York, New York.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Sundsvall, Sweden, here is the hard-hitting, battle-ready heavyweight, introducing Otto, all-in Wallin.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They are giving us a high-tempo show. That counter shot lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counterpunch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting on you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on them.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just misses with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about it. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut misses. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Nice counter. What a moment this is! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Upset this would be. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a doubt.
Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They exchanged punches. They landed a good jab there. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Catch and shoot. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is had he punched himself out. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? And Wallin goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level, and not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wallin in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Relax now, I don't want you to look.
Okay, you're letting him back into that fight, and that's his round. Here you go.
Take him out, he's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
And now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight, because he's going to be confident.
It's out. Go out there and finish him.
And there's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab does not score. This is with the straight left. Good counter punch. Left hook just missed. Has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That big hook doesn't land. Did a nice job blocking the right jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That jab misses. Stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you. Let's start the sixth. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with a jab. Where was the defense? Looks like they've shaken it off.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. He threw a punch and just got countered. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Back on the job. That's a god-awful round.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Through the straight left, but it won't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch. And Wallin goes to the canvas. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about Wallin in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. And there's the belt for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice defense on that jab. They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A perfect counter lands. That jab doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. Can't land the jab there. Beautiful. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I need to see that again.
Talk about Holmes in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wallin in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart.
Come on. Do you want to win this fight? You need to go back out there and you win.
And there's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That uppercut just missed. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that'll do it. Otto Wallin has just been stopped. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Are you all right? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.